right, let's make this cute bracelet. Now the first thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to make the resin pieces to the bracelet. And so I'm going to put on my safety gear. You need to be having safety gear. Oh my gosh, you're working with chemicals. And so you need to get your gloves on, whether full gloves or just your finger gloves. You need a mask. We have a safety video. I highly recommend it because this is chemicals that can cause like nausea, hard to breathe, and damaging your, irritate your skin. And so you need to have the proper safety gear. Okay, let's make the resin pieces. So I'm just going to do 3 resin pieces. I'm going to do a heart, I'm going to do the little like clover shape, and then the star. And I'm going to put my resin in here. We're going to put our resin in here. Luckily you don't need a lot, but I want to make sure I have enough for the 3 of them, which again, you don't need a lot. And then I'm going to add in my glitter and some other pieces. I kind of want to just get the glitter pieces, but there's going to be other ones in here. There's like hearts in here, and I love the colors of this one. I don't want to get the pearls because the pearls are going to be too big, I believe, for the thinness of the resin pieces. And so I'm just getting some scoops, and I can always add more. I can always get my my tweezers and add it to there, but I want to add and make it, oh, this is gonna be gorgeous. Okay, so put this aside. I added my pieces. Now I'm going to, I could use this stick, I might use this stick later, but I'm gonna use this one. I'm gonna mix it all together, making sure that they all get covered in resin. And then, actually I will use my, I love the popsicle stick, because the popsicle stick you can use to fill your mold. I prefer the popsicle stick instead of pouring because I have more control with my pouring it into the mold. So I'm just gonna do that. You don't want to overfill it. If you overfill it, take some out and then wipe the edges. I overfilled it just a little bit. I'm gonna have to kind of wipe the edges down because you don't want overfill. You don't want to overfill it. You want to get it as precise as possible. And I overfill that. I keep over. These are so tiny. These are so tiny that it's so easy to overfill. So I'm gonna just take my finger, take my but the one with the glove, and I'm gonna kind of just clean it off because I don't want to have them overfill. And they're so tiny, it's so easy to do, especially with the little gems in there. It's so easy to overfill it. So just be careful, right? And clean it up. Then I'm gonna take my toothpick and I'm gonna move things around, making sure the resin is on all the edges, right? Making sure there's no bubbles. This one could use a little bit more, and then making sure my resin. So I'm going to take and just scoop a little bit more around, especially you want it where, so there's a spot where it'll leave a hole, like the mold has a spot where it makes a mold. You want to make sure that your resin is all around that, because if it's not, you won't have a hole at all. You won't be able to use it. And so I am just putting a little bit of resin around where the hole is going to be to make sure that that there's not a bubble there. And then those look good. And now I can move, if I don't like the way my my glitter is in there, I can move it around. These are so big. There's these little balls in this particular one. I'm gonna take them out because they're just too big for the thinness of this particular mold. And I'm gonna add in a couple more of the hearts, making sure it's not overfilled. I think I'm gonna take these are just so, these beads in here are just so big for this tiny mold. The mold is really thin, and so we're just placing them. That's the nice thing about this resin is we can move and shift things the way we want, and it's gonna stay because we're gonna dry it really quickly. And again, I'm just going to kind of clean up around there, and I'm actually putting it in my garbage can. And so I'm just cleaning up around because it does look a little bit overfilled. It's so easy to do. And when it's clear, it's harder to see how full they really are. Okay. So cleaning up around there. Okay. Now I want to hit it with fire because I want to move the bubbles out. We don't like bubbles in our resin. Bubbles are not good. They're not good in our resin. And so we want to make sure that all the bubbles are gone. If you see a bubble clinging to the side, because I like to clean the sides, kind of bring it to the surface and then hit it with the heat one more time. And now I just want to move things around just a little bit and add in a little bit more resin. Okay, now I can do all three at the same time with the light because it's small enough and they're within the light span. And so I'm going to do 60 to 90 seconds on the front side, and then I'm going to flip them over because the back needs to be done as well. So we're going to do the front side right now. Okay, so now they are dry on this side. I'm going to flip them over because if I don't put the light on the back side, they're going to be sticky in the back side. And so you need to always, when you're working with UV resin, you do one side and then you flip it over and you do the other side. Okay, so, oh, they're so cute. Let's take them out of the mold. They're looking good. Oh, these are so cute. Let's take these out of the mold. Wonderful. And I had a little bit bubble, but it didn't go all the way to the hole. So it is doable. Kind of want to clean it up just a little bit. I had a little over spillage, but nothing too bad. This worked great as well. Looking good. Okay, so let's make the bracelet, right? So I measured around, I put the chain that comes with the chain that comes with the kit, and I already cut the chain for my wrist. And then we're going to, I want to do heart in the middle, these two cute butterflies that come with the kit, and then like that. So we're gonna space them out. You always need to space them out. And it's best that you do it where you do these are called links. These little loops are called links. And you need to count your links so they're the equal space on all sides, right? So we can do like 10 links apart. The links are so tiny. 10 is like an inch and a half or whatever. So I am going to put my heart in the middle. So that's the design I want, right? So before I add on these guys, I want to just put my clasp on. You can do either way, whatever side you want to do. You can put, but I think I'm going to start with my clasp. So I want to take they have tiny little jump rings for you in the kit. And I'm going to take my jump ring and then I'm going to put on my lobster clasp. I'm going to take the tool they gave me, and with this finger, I'm going to hold it. And then with my pliers, I'm going to push it so that the two ends meet and they're face to face. They have to be face to face touching each other, or there'll be a gap and your jewelry will fall apart. So it need to be face to face. I'm gonna put another jump ring on the other side because these links are too small for the lobster clasp to fit into. And so you need to put another link, you need to put another jump ring on there. And I'm going to put my jump ring like that. Okay, so we have that. And I actually am going to space them out. And I'm gonna find the middle where my bracelet is, okay? So I'm putting the two jump rings side by side, and I'm gonna find the middle because that's where I wanna put my heart. I wanna put my heart right in the middle. And I'm going to, about right there, we're gonna hold that spot, and I'm going to take a jump ring and put it in the middle, right? And then I'm going to take my heart and I'm going to put it in my jump ring. Find the hole. I'm going to open my jump ring a little bit more. I opened it a little bit more, and now I'm going to close up my jump ring. So I'm going to hold one end with my finger and hold the other end with, and push the other end with my my pliers. And you need to close this up. If there's even a little gap, the chain will come through and it will fall apart. So you need to make sure that your jump ring is completely closed up. So isn't that cute? I could just stop right there, but we're not going to. You could, but we're not going to. Super cute. And now I'm gonna count over, I want to say 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think that's a perfect. So we're going over 10 links, okay? We're gonna go over 10 links, and on the 10th link, I'm putting in my jump ring. I'm gonna put my butterfly in, and I'm gonna close up my jump ring again. And so I'm closing that up like so. This is so cute. So cute. And I'm gonna do the same thing all the way through, right? So I'm gonna count on this side. I'm gonna start where my heart starts. I'm not gonna count that link. I'm gonna count the link over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm gonna put my jump ring there. And you don't need to be like truly specific. I like to be, because I like the look of like it being exactly spaced apart. I like that. I'm very symmetrical. I like things being symmetrical, and so I need to count the 10 or I don't like the way it looks. Okay, and we're gonna push with one finger, hold it with one finger, and then bring the jump ring with your pliers and make sure there's no gap. Yep, and then we do the same thing again. I am grabbing, and I'm going to count 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I see you. I'm going to put that on, and then I'm going to get my star on, and I'm going to close up my jump ring, making sure there's no gap. And we're gonna do the same thing on the other side. This is looking so cute. I'm so excited. And the reason I have paper down, you may be like, why are you using paper? Because I'm trying to protect my desk. I don't want, because the resin can ruin my desk, and so I don't want it to be ruined. The next one is 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So right there. Okay. And we're going to put this on. Close up your jump ring, and there you have a really cute charm bracelet that you made. The charms, can you believe it? You made those charms. You did so good. I'm very proud of you. Nice work.